It's actually on my website, so you can, anyone that's watching this can go to fitmindsunited.com and pull it up, and you can look at this wheel that I created. But you can actually reverse engineer it. So I was talking about when we start is at personality, right? We start at your perspective. What do you believe? What do you feel? What are you thinking right now in this moment? And is it serving your highest good? And we just try to figure out, like, for instance, if I said, who are you? Uh, if I ask that to 10 people, I'll get 10 different answers. And so the idea is getting people to be the conscious observer of their own reality, right? To be the active participant in the evolution of their own soul. Again, most people are reacting to life. They're not responding to life. And so the process that I take people through is we have to figure out how you feel and what got you to this point to make you feel the way that you feel, and really understand that. Because the ego and the physical, people, a better way to say it is we don't see the world around us as it actually is. We see the world around us as we are. So if I have been shamed my whole life growing up, if I had a mom and a dad or, whoever raised me shamed me, how do you think shame makes someone feel? It makes you feel humiliated. That's what shame does. Shame is an energy that is used on somebody. I can shame you, shame on you, and it makes you feel humiliated. And the thing about shame is when you feel humiliated, you look at life as life is miserable. So you have a life view that life is miserable because you feel humiliated, all because somebody shamed you. And if you believe in God, or if you ask that person who is shamed and who feels miserable, who's been humiliated, and you say, what do you think about God? Oh, God is despising. God is, negative and mean. Well, why don't you ask somebody who has been loved their whole life, who instead of shamed, they were loved? Well, love makes you feel respected. If I love you, you then feel respected, and you look at life, your life view is life is great. Life is beautiful. Life is kind. Life is gentle. And so I go, well, what do you think about God? Oh, God is good. God is great. God is loving. Well, we have two people living on the same planet, in the same economy, and the same president, the same whatever. And one person says life is miserable, and the other person says life is good. All because one person is experiencing a loving vibration and the other person is experiencing a shaming vibration. So when I see somebody acting out of anything that's not love, it makes me want to love them even more. Because those who need love the most are sometimes the ones that are hardest to love. And that's a quote, I think. I don't know if he said it, but those who are hardest to love need love the most. And so it's easy to be love around loving people. I can go in a room where everyone's loving and it's like, oh, this is a great place to be. We'll go into a room where everyone's not loving. That's where you need to really shine your light. And so people are like, I don't know how to handle this person because they're not a very loving person. I'm like, well, you're not going to change them. You're not going to go convince them to be more loving. The only way you're going to do that is by being love yourself. Mother Teresa said you can't change the world, but you can be the change that you wish to see in the world. And so that's what I seek to have people do, is to say, how do you feel right now? Let's look at why do you feel this way? Let's understand how it all works and how we can get you to a better feeling place. And that's where the freedom loop comes in, because you have to change the way you look at things. Again, we see the world not as it is, we see the world as we are. So again, in that quote, by the way, you said earlier at starting the show, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That's actually, I can't take credit for that. It actually comes from Dr. Wayne Dyer. If you're familiar with Dr. Wayne Dyer, he's amazing. Rest in peace. He was like one of my favorite teachers of all time. And that's the whole idea, is if I change my personality, which is my personal perspective of reality, I'm changing the core light of who I am. I'm changing the quality of me. And we know that fear, F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. I'm going to say that again. Fear, F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. Fear isn't real. It's make-believe in our mind. We've all seen The Wizard of Oz, and they are going to bring their sacrifice to the great wizard so that they can get these things that they feel that they need, right? Wisdom, or what was it? Like the scarecrow, or no, who was it? The lion was so scared. He was shaking and he like jumped out a window and this big Oz fire was like, doing all of this stuff. And then Toto just runs and pulls the curtain back. And what happens? The fear disappeared because the fear wasn't real. It was all just make believe in the mind. And we use fear to keep people here. The fear keeps you here. And so when the veil was removed, in other words, when you can see the truth, the fear disappears. And in that moment, they all went from scared to, oh, what? What is this? And then they kind of got angry and then and so the devil, I feel, represents a veil, de-veil. When you remove the devil, when you de-veil, you can see the truth and the truth shall set you free. It changes how you understand the world around you. So, fear is a very powerful tool that's used by, well, as we turn on the news for 5 seconds and you'll see fear, 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 fear. Division, division, division. It's all fake narratives. It's all propaganda. None of it's real. It's all make-believe to keep you in a place of primal state, of reaction. Do you know, I'm sure everyone's heard monkey see, monkey do, right? You know what separates a monkey from a human? A monkey operates on 2 principles. They react and they imitate. Look at the most unconscious humans out there. They're reactionary and they're imitating everyone. It's called monkey mind. They want to keep you in monkey mind. When I say they, whoever the powers that be that run the planet that want to profit off your soul and harvest you and manipulate your energy. If I can keep you below a 250 hertz in that primal state, where you are interested in winning and pride and all the things that are of ego, right? When you're in that state, you're reacting and you're imitating. In fact, have you guys, I don't know if you've heard the E plus R equals O. Are you familiar with that equation? E plus R equals O. Well, it's really powerful for me, and I use it with a lot of the people I work with. E is the event that happens, plus your response to that event equals the outcome. Okay? The event happens, I get rear-ended at a stoplight, I look in my rearview mirror and I see this 16, 17-year-old girl with her phone in her hand with big eyes like she saw the, ghost, and I realizing that she was texting and driving, not paying attention, she ran into the back of me. That's the event. Now,